Greetings everyone. Today we are going to review Exploring Creation with Biology, 3rd edition, vocabulary from Module 4, Cell Structure and Function. We have 63 words that we will review today. Let's start. What is cytology? Cytology, the study of cells. What is ingestion? The ability to take in nutrients. This includes absorption, which is the ability to bring dissolved materials into the cell. What is digestion? The ability to break food or nutrients down into simpler forms by hydrolysis or with the help of enzymes so it can be utilized. What is respiration? The ability to release energy from the breakdown of food molecules. Transport, the ability to release energy from the breakdown of food molecules. Transport. Homeostasis, the ability to maintain internal stability, also known as regulation. Synthesis, the ability to combine simple compounds into complex molecules, same as biosynthesis discussed in Module 2. Secretion, the ability to release biosynthesized substances. Excretion, the ability to remove solute metabolic waste from the cell. Egestion, the ability to remove non-soluble, undigested waste from the cell. Irritability, the ability to respond to stimuli. Movement, the ability to move. Reproduction, the ability to produce more cells. Organelle, a tiny cellular structure that carries out a specific function necessary for the cell to survive. Prokaryotic cell, a cell that has no nucleus or other distinct membrane-bound organelles. Eukaryotic cell, a cell with a membrane-bound nucleus and other distinct membrane-bound organelles. Plasma membrane, a semi-permeable membrane between the cell contents and the cell's surroundings. Cytoplasm, a jelly-like fluid inside the cell in which the organelles are suspended. Cytoplasmic streaming, the motion of cytoplasm in a cell that results in a coordinated movement of the cell's content. Ribosomes. Non-membrane bound organelles responsible for protein synthesis. Middle lamella. The thin film between the cell walls of adjacent plant cells. Nuclear membrane. A highly porous membrane that separates the nucleus from the cytoplasm. Chromatin. Long strands of clusters of DNA and proteins or RNA and portions in the nucleus of a cell. Endoplasmic reticulum. An organelle composed of an extensive network of folded membranes that performs several tasks within a cell. Rough ER, which is endoplasmic reticulum. ER that is dotted with ribosomes. The ribosomes give the rough structure to endoplasmic reticulum. Smooth ER. Endoplasmic reticulum that has no ribosomes, hence it is smooth. Golgi apparatus. The organelles where proteins and lipids are stored and then modified to suit the needs of the cell. Vacuole. Larger membrane-bound organelle used for storage of food, water, or waste. Vesicle. Smaller membrane-bound organelle used mainly for transport of food, waste, or products synthesized for secretion. Secretory vesicle. Vesicle that holds products of biosynthesis like proteins and transports them to the plasma membrane for secretion. Central vacuole. A large vacuole that rests at the center of most plant cells and is filled with water. Lysosome. The organelle in animal cells responsible for hydrolysis reactions that break down proteins, carbohydrates, polysaccharides, disaccharides, and some lipids. Peroxisome. A cell organelle containing enzymes that catalyze the decomposition of fatty acids and hydrogen peroxide. Mitochondria. Double membrane bound organelles in which nutrients are converted to energy. Plastids. Double membrane bound organelles found in the cell, algae cells, and some protozoa, generally involved in with the manufacture or storage of food. Chloroplasts. Plastids containing the green pigment chlorophyll, used in photosynthesis. Chromoplasts. Plastids containing yellow, orange, or red pigments used in photosynthesis. Leucoplasts. non-pigmented plastids that store starches or oils. Cytoskeleton, a network of fibers that holds the cell together, helps the cell to keep its shape, and aids in movement. Microfilaments, fine thread-like proteins found in the cell's cytoskeleton. Intermediate filaments, thread-like proteins in the cell's cytoskeleton that are roughly twice as thick as microfilaments. Microtubules, spiral strands of protein molecules that form a tube-like structure. Centrioles, paired organelles positioned at right angles to each other. Centrosome, a small region near the nucleus that is the main organizing site for microtubules. In animal cells, it contains the two centrioles. Fluid mosaic model, a model proposing that the plasma membrane is composed of a mosaic of components, mainly phospholipids, proteins, and cholesterol, that are free to move fluidly within the plane of the membrane. Phospholipid, a lipid in which one of the fatty acid molecules has been replaced by a molecule that contains a hydrophilic phosphate group. Semipermeable membrane, a membrane that allows some molecules to pass through but does not allow other molecules to pass through. Passive transport, movement of molecules through the plasma membrane without the need for energy input. Active transport, movement of molecules through the plasma membrane aided by a process that requires energy input. Concentration, a measurement of how much solute exists within a certain volume of solvent. Concentration gradient, the difference in the concentration of like molecules in two areas, like on each side of a plasma membrane. Diffusion, the random motion of molecules from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration with a concentration gradient until its concentration becomes equal throughout the area, reaches equilibrium. Hypotonic solution, a solution that has a low solute concentration and so a high water concentration relative to another solution. Osmosis, the diffusion of water through a semi-permeable membrane from an area of high water concentration, low solute concentration, to low water concentration, high solute concentration. Isotonic solution, a solution that has the same solute concentration and water concentration relative to another solution. Plasmolysis, collapse of a walled cell's cytoplasm due to a lack of water. Cytolysis, the rupturing of a cell due to excess internal pressure. Facilitated diffusion, the movement of certain molecules across a cell membrane through protein channels from high concentration to low concentration. Endocytosis, the process of moving particles into the cell by means of vesicle forming from the cell membrane. Exocytosis, the process of moving particles out of the cell by means of vesicle membranes fusing with the cell membrane. Phagocytosis, the endocytic process by which a cell engulfs large solid particles or cells. And our last word, pinocytosis or pinocytosis, the endocytic process by which a cell absorbs extracellular fluid containing dissolved particles. We completed 63 vocabulary words from Module 4 titled Cell Structure and Function from Exploring Creation with Biology. Hope this was useful for your study and future advancement. God bless you. See you next time.